Today we are countering the entire meta of the EUIC Championship Series Cup with my rank 1 Shadow Obstagoon. As you're going to have here a team that is designed to counter what is currently popular, and let's see if this is going to work. We start off against here a Tyranitar, by the way. Today actually I wanted to make a Tyranitar video, but I saw also yesterday it's been already showcased on YouTube. My video is going to be out very likely tomorrow then. The team that really worked well for me recently was also a Shadow Tyranitar. So like yeah, Shadow Tyranitar, very good Pokemon. Stay tuned for, like, if you actually remember, I'm mostly going to put it up for you already today as well, so you can watch that video early. But, yeah, basically, I had a really good run with the Shadow Tyranitar team as well, which we face here Tyranitar as well. But what we have here is also 2 good answers in the back, and also still a very solid answer in the lead. As we have the Awkward Tail on our Drapion, we're actually going to be in a very good position against this Pokemon. But here against the Miltank as well, we're going to do some nice, super effective fast move damage with our, I want to say Go-Goat. It's not a Go-Goat, it's Dapwool. Knocking them out. In comes the Dragalge. Now we know the entire team from the opponent, but Dragalge can be a little bit tough for me. As Dragalge is going to be able to kind of resist all the fighting type damage. It's one of the few Pokemon that can actually do it in this meta. We see the Awkward Tail coming through. We are going to be forced to go into our Drapion, but we're still going to have the option to punch him with our Crunch. We're going to get the last shield basically from them, and I'm kind of forced to use my last shield here now because I want to get rid of them with our Drapion. But the opponent has different plans. They swap out here. I predicted that I can catch the move onto my Obstagoon, which is going to be the resisted Brutal Swing, and Obstagoon is here to completely destroy the opponent's Tyranitar. See you later. In comes Dragalge. We are going to be able to go for a Night Slash that is going to allow us to knock them out here as well soon. Okay, they're still going to get me to another move. Never mind, we can just counter them down, and Obstagoon, rank 1 Shadow Obstagoon, is going to be able to move on. Nice win force. Okay, we have actually a little bit of an advantage here. The opponent was lagging for weren't there for 2 fast moves in the beginning. Of course, kind of fortunate for us, they sub out into a Dunsparce against our fighting type, so at the end of the day, there was nothing they could have done no matter what. Next up, GlitchxCity is going to be a little bit more difficult for us because I think they win CMP against us. I'm fairly certain they do. They just didn't go for the move here right now. And basically, I kind of want to utilize at least my Dapwool a little bit. We have an ABB style line here. We have 2 kind of normal fighting type Pokemon in the back. And we have our lead of a poison type. And the poison type is mainly there as well in order to support the Obstagoon. Because what I wanted to have there is we need to have a poison type basically in order to deal with the fairy type Pokemon of this meta, which is mainly Grimmsnarl, which you can still kind of deal with as well with Obstagoon. It's not the worst matchup ever, but I kind of need to have kind of poison type just in order to counter Grimmsnarl if it comes up. But let's take a look here and what we can do with our Drapion against the opponents. GlitchxCity, knocking them out. Now we have a shield advantage, and we have another victim basically for our Obstagoon. Obstagoon is honestly so broken. This is the thing here. Obstagoon is absolutely busted in this meta. There are practically not really a lot of Pokemon that want to go up against it. We're going to knock them out here. And in the back, there's going to be Tyranitar again. That means we are going to be able to still take the hit here from the opponent. And look at the damage that we did already. Look at what we are doing here with our Obstagoon. The opponent is going to go down here. There's nothing they can do. And we can move on to the next one. Alright, similar lead here. Again, we have an ABB style line, so what I want to do is I kind of want to weaken them, but I don't really want to get rid of my Drapion early. I don't really want to do that. That's why I swap out here. I try to catch the move. It's going to be most likely the Awkward Tail, which is just generally not as strong anyway compared to the Crunch. And that's perfect for me because now I can still try to go for a Body Slam, but the opponent reverse catches basically on the Spiritomb. Spiritomb is quite a bit better in my opinion here than Sableye in this meta, because Spiritomb has access to Sucker Punch, which is neutral against all of the normal type Pokemon, while Sableye relies on Shadow Claw, which is double resisted against all of those. So I do agree, by the way, that with this Pokemon here, basically, it's a very, very good Pokemon to run. And now I'm in a very, very tough spot. In a spot where I don't even know if I'm going to be able to come back from because I'm so far behind compared to where the opponent is. And they're even going to make it worse for me because they can catch the move here onto their own Drapion. They're going to use a shield here though, weirdly enough. And I was thinking my only hope now is to win with our Obstagoon. And I'm going to use no shield here. I can still take 1 hit at least. I gotta still get another move anyway, so... Oh, never mind, they don't. Okay, we have 2 shields left. Okay, Spider-Ups in the back. Nothing I can do here. I just got kind of walled there with the backline. There is absolutely nothing I can do here now. Good game to the opponent. Moving on. A lot of Tyranitars around right now. Again, I I will have a video for Tyranitar as well tomorrow. It is what it is. It's a very good Pokemon. Like, Tyranitar is deservingly here. Like, this Pokemon is absolutely fantastic. Like, I have to say, like, this Pokemon is so strong right now. It has a very good typing, but it's also so insanely fast, which makes it such a scary Pokemon to go up against. But let's see. We're going to have Double against the opponent's Dragonair. I still am easily going to be able to survive this hit, which means I can force either Shield or the realignment. And I would rather have here in this matchup generally the realignment. So I might be even going to try to force realignment, because then I have the opponent's... Okay, they don't. I don't even need to force it, because it's just gonna give it to me anyway. Thank you very much. But now I have the bug type from the opponent. Bug poison makes a lot of sense. I have that similar idea as well in the video that I'm gonna do towards. It's a very good team that the opponent runs here as well. Like, there's not really else I can say about it. The issue here is actually I would have been totally fine if they wouldn't have run Fell Stinger. Fell Stinger is a cheaper move than the Exercise basically. But Fell Stinger in the 2-shield scenario is actually so dangerous, because usually I would have been able to go for 2 moves there. I would have been able to get to another Awkward Tail. But because they boost their own attack up, I'm actually going to lose this battle. I would have easily won this battle if it wasn't for Fell Stinger. So cool tech move from the opponent. Like, honestly, like, I would have easily won this battle, even though, like, I was kind of in a tough position there for a tiny bit. Without the Fell Stinger, I would have easily got this one done. Anyway, we're going to have here the Seeking against us, and we're going to get... Okay, we're gonna very likely get a shield here, because I highly doubt that they're gonna get rid of all their energy all of a sudden. Yeah, no, they don't do that. They're gonna keep their energy. They go to the Spidops. I'm just gonna go straight for the Body Slam first. A Wild Charge does more damage than the Body Slam, as far as I know. And so what we gotta do next is I can let the move go still. I did go for the Body Slam mainly because of course I didn't want to get debuffed, because now I can keep some energy for later on, and I feel like that's gonna be kind of nice. And I should maybe went for the Awkward Tail just to pressure them early, but I have to go for a shield now. I need to get rid of the Spidops, because I don't want to have that against our Obstagoon, and this is the main reason why I just go straight for the Charge Move. I know that the opponent still does not have enough energy in order to get to any move anytime soon. But here, I was hoping that I can farm down the opponent's Seeking, but I completely forgot that they never went for any charge move, and so now I'm in a little bit of a tough spot. They're gonna have a drill run coming through, and they're going to knock us out. So now it's down to Obstagoon. We have a bit of an energy advantage, but the issue is we don't have the shields, and the opponent has a Vigoroth in the back. That is not the Pokemon I want to see. I can go for the Cross Chop. That's a super effective hit though, and we do so much damage, but the issue is I do not have the opportunity to get any more damage in against the opponent, as they're gonna knock out our Double. I want to go for the Charge Move, of course, but they just do too much fast move damage with counter against our Obstagoon. That was kind of unfortunate. Okay, next game. We're going to have Kingdra. We have here a matchup where, again, you kind of want to play it out for a little bit and then stop out. I would like to get some damage off them, which I got there, because now this will allow me to put them into a Body Slam range, and I get to the Body Slam so much faster here. And I can use a shield against outrage. That's totally fine. They go to Seeking, and you see me go for the bait here again. I don't like to debuff myself if I know that I have to stay in this matchup for a little bit longer still. I know that the Wild Charge will have knocked them out, but again, here the opponent used the shield then anyway. But now I can go for the free Wild Charge, because the opponent went for their energy, and this Wild Charge is going to do now so much damage against the opponent. Like, look at this damage here coming through. Needle knocking them out. I can go into my Drapion, and I decide to still go for a shield here. This was a bit of a mistake. It was an Icy Wind at the end of the day. Didn't need to shield up the Icy Wind and slow with being able to survive this hit. In comes Licky, and I'm quite happy about that, because I know I still have my Obstagoon in the back. And Licky is not even going to knock us out here with another charge move. They're going to knock us out here though with the Kingdra, but I know at this point I can counter them down. There should be energy dry on the Kingdra. I can counter them down here, and now I have the Obstagoon against the opponent's Licky, and I still have a little bit of energy, I think, even on my other Pokemon. I can go for the Night Slash just in case I could get a boost, but as we see here, the opponent is gonna let the move go through anyway, and they are way too low. Licky in the lead, which means I kind of would like to see what they're going to do. They're going to go for the Body Slam. They don't go for the Earthquake, so I don't have to use a shield early. This is kind of something that is also kind of where you can tell a little bit on what the opponent tries to do. And now I'm going to try to catch the move. I'm just going to try to catch the move, because I don't... Okay, never mind. They swap out anyway, which is even better for me, but I don't need to stay in against the Licky in the lead. Again, what I want to just show you here as well is that you should keep your lead alive. And you should go into your double as a safe stop most of the times, because the Body Slam spam is just so nice. But even against like most teams, you would like to go into that one if they have a Grimmsnarl in the back that you can kind of counter the Grimmsnarl out, still do some neutral damage against them, while you can avoid it with the Obstagoon. Like, Obstagoon still does neutral damage with a counter as well as the Cross Chop, but like it's not the same as a body slam spam of a double. Double is just a little bit faster, a little bit better in what it's supposed to be doing. As you guys see as well, another body slam is coming in. This Pokemon is spamming left, right, and center. It's always 3 fast moves to get to move, and we can let this go because I have another Pokemon with a lot of fast move pressure in the back. But actually, I still even survived the hit. Now up against the Licky, I'm going to be able to land this body slam, get them low, and I can swap out here. And I still have all 3 Pokemon left. The opponent's going to be down to their final one here that's already very low after this farm down. And like, what are they going to do here now? Like, what are they realistically going to do? I'm still going to go for a charge move here just in case. So I could even go for the Awkward Tail again with my lead. But as we will see here, I still have a shield left. I'm going to utilize the shield here. Even if they're going to knock me out, I'm going to be fine. The opponent's too low now at this point to do anything. They're going to be able to knock me out now, which is very okay for me, but I have my Drapion and Drapion. Oh, never mind. They actually don't knock me out, and I can still win just with my Drapion. You see, this team is actually really fantastic. Like, this team is honestly working on super well, and I feel like I kind of showed you as well already on how to play it perfectly. In this case, for example, you kind of need to stay in for a little bit, but again, you have some potential with your backlane as well against the opponent's Ariados. I don't really like the matchup because they debuff you the entire time, and I just don't really like that. They're going to use a shield, and so I stop out straight away. They got a debuff, but they stop out now into their own Vigoroth, and I am actually alright with this matchup. I should let the move go, in my opinion. Like, I don't actually think I need it. Oh, it's a Brick Break. I mean, Brick Break is going to be super effective. Like, it's not the worst. I kind of want to take a look at the Vigoroth as well again. But let's see what we can do here. We are going to be able to go for the body slam against the opponent. We're going to get them low. We can go for the full farm down. And let's see what's coming in next. It's going to be Ariados. Ariados is going to be interesting. This Pokemon is going to not enjoy this charge move, and we can try our best to go for the Awkward Tail here, but the opponent is going to go for the next charge move. It's going to be the launch, dropping our attack by 1 stage. Let's see what they're going to do. Hopefully we're going to knock them out here, but they use a shield again, which is really unfortunate for us, and they outspeed us here as well. But they are running the moveset that I'm running. They're running Cross Poison, which means we can still survive. We can still knock them out. Now it's down to Obstagoon. Can Obstagoon carry us here? Is Obstagoon able to win this battle against the third? It's going to still be close because they have a Brick Break, which is coming through here right now. Can we take a Brick Break from the third? Yes, we can. And with this, we are going to be able to win this battle here. By the way, if you're still watching at this point, I would really appreciate it if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, to subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching still until this point here. Until 12 minutes and 40 seconds, as we have now the final battle approaching. Let's see what we can do with this team now. We're going to have here the Kingdra in the lead. Again, a very nice and neutral lead. And again, the same thing that you kind of want to do. You kind of want to keep your Drapion alive. This I want to stay in for a little bit longer because I want to get the damage in. I will shield this move up. Now, my Drapion is actually already lower than I want it to be. Like, this is not the ideal scenario for me, but I will swap out after this one for sure. I can tell you already. I'm going to go into my, say stop here. And this is going to be interesting now as we're going to go for the Wild Charge. I tried to play it risky and try to knock them out here early on with all the damage that we did prior, but they survived with 1 HP. And I'm calling that this is just a Swift because I don't want to go too, like, with both shields down, but it's actually the Outrage. And so now it's Obstagoon against an entire team. Like, Obstagoon has 3 Pokemon to go through, and I'm not too sure we're going to be able to do that. So, we are forced to use a shield here with our Obstagoon. Drillrun's coming in, and we're going to be able to go for the cross-drop against the opponent. This is going to be fine. This is going to allow us to get them super low, perfect farm down. There is still going to be in the back here now the Drapion from the opponent. This is not ideal, but it's also not too bad. Let's see what we have to do here. The cross-drop is coming in. I'm going to try to maybe catch the move here, which I'm able to do. What a catch this is, because this is going to allow us now to guarantee can I get to another move before they get to anything else. But they're actually going to undercharge, which makes a lot of sense as they can now go for their own Awkward Tail. And now it's a guessing game on if they're going to swap out and when they're going to swap out. And so I overfarm, they swap out into the Kingdra, and our rank 1 Shadow Obstagoon is going to be able to win us this battle. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a like if you did. And again, this team actually was super, super nice. Here, I'm going to claim my final set as well real quick. And you see, I got a 4-1 with this team. You're also going to see my elo now. Not anywhere low. I'm at 2,900 now. So, see you then. Bye-bye.